Anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had...
Coming out aggressively. He's got it inside the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Doors. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Quickly complete. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Finds his man. It's Blackwell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a third and long. Just keep slinging it. The sure hands, it's Blackwell. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Rivero. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Back to pass on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. catches it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Release to the back. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Direct snap. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Isaac. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Flying the friendly skies. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Quick timeout. Defense there trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he makes the extra point.
South Carolina, 17. Vanderbilt, 10.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Commodores line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Rivero. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Vanderbilt, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
First and 10.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Tackle is made.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Grabbed over the middle, it's Blackwell. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Dances away. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Commodores buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to pass, it's Rivero. Grab near the marker, it's Battle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamental.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about it.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, South Carolina. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
48-yard line. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Intercepted, number 19. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
One more play to pad the stats. Going to swing it on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your